You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3, thank you so much for listening on a Tuesday. We have Dan Farris joining us again for a little over an hour here. How you doing, Dan?
Hey, you know what? Pretty good. I just want to say it's been a blast getting back on the radio.
Isn't it fun?
Something that I thought of, because you started with Sunny. You started on the air here at Christmas time, but that's
Correct.
not the first time you were on Sunny in Sioux Falls, was it? Because you used to work at a station called Sunny.
Myself and Craig Maddock for a while. KKLS was the Sunny, Sunny Radio, yeah.
Before the John and Heidi Show became the John and Heidi Show, it was called The Breakfast Club with John and Heidi. And I had a friend of mine that found a coffee mug that had The Breakfast Club with Dan and Craig.
Right, with
on
characters
Sunny.
of me and Craig on it, yeah.
So this guy called, he goes, hey, I got to give you this mug because I just think it's really funny. It's got the name of your show and the name of your station. I had no clue that there was a show called The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yep, that was us.
I had no clue that there was a station called Sunny. Otherwise, you would not be listening to
we
Sunny
had our
right
own
now.
breakfast cereal and everything else.
Yeah,
That
we
was
would have
pretty
called
crazy.
it something completely different. But that was fun. We brought the mug down to Dan and...
That would have been late 80s. That was going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, well, welcome back to Sunny.
Hey, thanks.
To a different Sunny.
Thanks.
So, what are we going to learn about today? We've got a manly man doing manly
Things in manly fashion. That's coming up.
what is it? Are you going to give us a hint of what we're going to talk about, Ian?
You know what?
No.
I think it's going to be guys should know how to. I mean, you grill, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Right?
I love to grill.
But grilling with charcoal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Most
It's
everybody's
different.
got that propane going on now. I'm still a charcoal fan. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
That sounds really good. Also, we're going to continue on our list of 100 things to do in the city of Sioux Falls. We've got 10 more tomorrow, and then we're going to be done with that. So
Yeah,
we
we're
got
coming to
10
the end.
today.
Yep.
So I'm asking people to chime in on Facebook and tell us what's missing from the list. You can see the whole list of 100 from the Argus Leader. They posted it back in May. But we'd like to know, what do you think is missing from that list? And then we're gonna put our own list together. And we'll have some other fun stuff as well. Thank you so much for listening to Sunny 93.3 on a Tuesday.
You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Excuse me, haven't I seen you on the MTV?
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3, time now for manly men doing manly things in a manly fashion. I just love saying that now. I have it written down over here. Otherwise,
He gets all jacked up.
Otherwise, I'll have making mistakes on the name of the show. So, manly. Very sponsorable event, by the way. So if you're listening and you're going, you know what, my business should sponsor this, you should reach out to Dan today and say, hey, I want to sponsor that.
Okay, I'm going to do a switch up here. I mentioned we're going to be talking about how to grill with charcoal,
Right.
Yeah.
opposed to propane. No, I'm going to go with guys should know how to sew a button.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
To sew it all, and I'll get to my specific reason
Okay.
after this little blurb here. Now you're hastily getting ready for this. Happened to me like a week ago. Button up your nice Oxford shirt, one button pops. Could be on a cuff, could be the top button on a collar. Is it da-da-da-da.
They usually have some inside.
Yeah, what do you do? And if you're getting ready for work, the odds are pretty good your mom's not upstairs wearing an apron making you flapjacks, you dork.
Hopefully
You
not.
never know.
So figure it out. I have a sewing kit, and I've had a sewing kit for 40 years.
Yeah.
I know what's in there. I keep it stocked. Because we used to have home ec, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I
did that.
loved home ec.
And I had Miss Williams,
Oh.
and she was amazing.
She taught you how to sew, huh?
But here's what would happen, and you think, oh, yeah, so, but no big deal, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, I learned how to do it. I'm very self-sufficient, which
Yeah.
is nice.
It is.
It's my little girl, Sadie Hayes. She was maybe 4. And like a lot of little children, she's got her favorite little squeezy, squishy, stuffed thing, and hers was a magic bear.
Oh, nice.
Magic Bear was a white bear that wore a little frock and had a little hat. And she comes downstairs after I had tucked her in one night, and tears are streaming. Magic Bear's hat was coming loose.
Oh.
And she was devastated. And I went, you know what?
Magic hat.
I got this. And I grabbed my sewing kit, and I stitched Magic Bear's hat back onto her, and it was a moment, and I'll never forget. All these years later, it was a moment.
Oh, yeah.
The tears dried, and her big blue eyes cleared, and she hugged me. I love you, Dad.
This bear's not magic, Dad. You are.
I am. It's because I knew how to do it. How to thread a needle, how to get her done, how to tie it off. Yep, so there you go.
That is a good
Yeah.
thing to know.
Yeah.
So
It's not a difficult thing to do. I mean, anybody can learn it if you take the time to learn it.
take a little bit of time. You're going to teach us about charcoaling sometime, though, right? We got to come back to that.
Yes, John, I am. I don't want to anger you.
I just want to make sure. I need to know this. We got everybody all excited.
Yeah, it's coming.
That'll be coming soon. Also coming soon, we're going to finish up our list of 100 things to do in Sioux Falls. We're going to actually finish it tomorrow. We got 10 more today, and then we're going to ask for your help. So that's coming up here in just a bit. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show with Dan Farris joining us right now as well on Sunny 93.3.
You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris
You heard it on your Walkman radio?
on Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3. Thank you so much for listening on a Tuesday. Time right now for some water cooler talk brought to you by Aqua One in Sioux Falls. And we've been going through this list of 100 things to do in Sioux Falls if you got a few minutes. And even if you don't have a few minutes. Some of this doesn't take long at all, does it?
Oh, no, it doesn't. Sometimes it's just as simple as stopping by a certain little cafe, having a little something, maybe taking a stroll by Falls Park. This is a little more, I'm not even sure how to do this, although I do know the guy who heads the charge for this. Sit in the audience for a recording of the White Wall sessions.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be a fun thing to do.
Not sure how you go about that. I'm not even sure where they do it. It's Jeff Zuger, right?
Yeah, but it's in a undisclosed location with white walls.
It's in
the bunker. They do it at the White Wall session
Because it
bunker.
gets televised and it's, local music and whatnot. It
Yeah.
seems kind of cool. But apparently if you want to go, maybe I guess you can. I have no idea. There you go.
Well, that would be fun.
White Wall sessions and figure it out. This ain't my problem. Take a stroll amid the crowds at Downtown Riverfest.
So you're going to have to wait for that one. That doesn't happen until next summer, but that would be fun.
There you go. Catch a performance at the Sioux Empire Community Theater.
Oh, yeah.
We've done
At
that.
the Orpheum.
Yes, we have a friend who was in several performances there.
Sadly, he's moved away.
He moved. He left us, Dan. All of our friends leave us. Dan.
Don't leave us, Dan.
Wow. Oh, wow. This is horrifying.
Yeah, he moved to Arizona, where it's nice and warm, Dan. He left the snow, Dan.
Oh, wow.
It's cool, though, to check out the Sioux Falls Community Theater performances. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, and that theater's still totally cool.
Sorry.
That's okay. Let's listen. It's Heidi's phone.
Heidi's phone is ringing. What in the world?
I apologize.
Glad that she changed her ringtone from the one that she used to have.
What is the ringtone now?
Easy
Called
Street.
Easy Street. It was from an episode of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our son is a fan. He thought it was a funny movie, or a funny song, and he listened to it nonstop for like 29 hours.
The longer I'm around, the more it just occurs to me the issues run deep in the small family.
You have no idea.
yeah.
You've only scratched the surface.
Yeah,
my
this-
friend.
Listening,
Which is
probably-
why all of our friends leave, Dan.
That's right.
this ain't a shallow pool.
Everyone listening right now is diagnosing us with something.
Wow. There are people who know where I am right now.
Dan's over here sending messages to people for help.
Hey, Catholic lovers, take a tour of St. Joseph Cathedral. If you've never been there, that place is
I have. It is
amazing.
stunning. It is beautiful.
And what a lot of people probably don't know is the gentleman who had that built and put where it was and the force behind it was Bishop Thomas O'Gorman,
Really?
which the high school is named
Okay.
after.
What a coincidence. There's a school named that.
Yeah, same guy, John.
Midnight Mass is beautiful.
Bishop,
there.
but back in the day when it was being, and he wanted it built on that hillside like it is.
Yeah.
Because back
That's
it was, people were traveling west from the east
Yeah.
and coming down about the only road coming this way. They could see that cathedral for miles. It was
Yeah.
basically it was
Oh, wow.
it was a beacon for them.
That's cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
So that's what number is that on the list?
Oh, let me see. Talking
Talking about 100 things to do in Sioux Falls.
That's number 84.
84, okay.
Hike along the quartzite cliffs at Palisades State Park.
Those are
That is.
so beautiful.
Very beautiful. Be careful, though.
Yeah, don't do it alone.
Yeah, especially this time of year. They're probably slippery.
And the government shut down, so there's nobody out there in a brown hat to beat you.
To stop you and tell you not to do things.
Have a crazy milkshake at Phillips Avenue Diner. And it literally says crazy milkshake.
I've had milkshakes there, but I've never had a crazy one.
I haven't either.
Have to
Catch
see
a
what that
fish at Family Park. Don't eat
Family
it.
Park. Where is
Don't know
Family
where that
Park?
is.
Is that the one by TLS Road? Is that what that is? You know what? I'm not sure
I don't know.
where that fire station is. and all
Oh,
that.
yeah. That could be. I don't know where it is. Google's going to be my friend today.
Challenge your friends to a go-kart race at Thunder Road.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
I was on go-karts with a bunch of former colleagues and clients about 5-6 years ago, and I was surprised at how much fun that still is. We had a blast.
My favorite thing there is the human foosball. Have you
that's
seen
fun.
that? That is so much fun. There's all these different sticks, and everybody stands and hangs onto a stick, and you have to like move the stick to get to the ball as you kick it back and forth. But it's so much fun.
Oh, right there on Kiwanis.
She sounds way more excited than she should be for human foosball.
It's so much fun.
I know.
I love that idea. We should build one in our backyard.
Oh, no. That sounds like physical activity. I don't think we're going to do it.
Yeah, I think come tomorrow we'll be wrapping this list up.
Oh, that was the last one for today?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so we got 10 more to go, and then we're going to be asking you to chime in. We're already asking you to chime in because we'd like to have that list the day after tomorrow. So if you could chime in, that would be great. Let us know what's missing from the list. You can find the entire list at facebook.com/sunnyradio, and then, like I said, we're going to go through and add to that with the things that are missing. So let us know what's missing. Coming up in a bit, some entertainment news of the day.
You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris
What is that thing you're doing?
It's technical. It's one of our little toys.
on Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3. We have celebrity news, or for some reason, as we all just pronounced it, celebrity news.
Celebrities are fabulous.
Why did we all say that?
I don't know. She started it.
What are you doing, Heidi? Going to make me say weird things on the radio. That's not good. So what are we going to talk about in celebrity news today, Dan Farris?
This one's primarily for me. It hits home a lot.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm old enough to remember. Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
When she first hit it big,
Yeah.
me and all of my friends, I mean, we were knocked out by this woman.
Oh, yeah.
This was before Grease or anything else. I think she had one hit, Have You Ever Been Mellow? We immediately nicknamed her Olivia Neutron Bomb because she was it, man.
And she's adorable.
She was it. Well, there's been rumors off and on, and they sparked up again recently about, things aren't good. As you may or may not know, she's been with on-again, off-again battle with breast cancer for quite some time.
I watched a
didn't know
video
that, but-
tail end of last week where
Yeah.
she came out saying the rumors of my death are grossly exaggerated.
Yeah, and
So,
apparently she's looking good.
she's got a great sense of humor about it, at least.
Yeah,
So.
and she lives in California these days. She's now 70 years old, and she's feeling fine, doing fine, and she just kind of
looking
came out and
fantastic.
wanted to tell people, hey, you know what, all these rumors flying around, nah.
Nah, I'm
No,
good.
we're doing good. In fact, it got so far. This is no kidding. So in the 70s, I mean, I'm a teenager in the 70s, right? I graduated in 1974. So beyond 1974,
That was the year Heidi was born, by the way.
we would have, but I needed to hear that, John. Thank you.
Dad.
I would throw my own birthday parties. That's what I would do.
There you go.
And every year between about 75 and probably 1979 or 80,
Yeah.
I would write invitations to Olivia Newton-John
Really?
and Linda Ronstadt.
Are you serious?
The both of them. Then I tell my friends, Olivia and Linda might be by.
They might stop.
I invited him.
I invited them.
You just never know.
My buddies would go, you, Dan, are a delusional idiot, but we'll be there.
Did they ever pop in?
I did get a really nice poster from Linda Ronstadt.
Really?
One year, the one with the flower in her hair.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
See, I was crushing on her. Before she was Linda Ronstadt. She was actually the lead singer for a group called Stone Pony, which had one hit.
Okay.
You
They
and
were a one-hit
I
pony.
travel to the beat of a different drum.
Oh, yeah, I know that
Can't
song.
you tell by... That was Linda Ronstadt.
Okay.
Where she went solo. Yeah, so...
She did it a little better, but
Hold it. Somebody just called Dow Rummel. I'm ready. Check me in. Just check me in. I'll play shuffleboard and hot wire some of those hover rounds. Go nuts.
the good news is Olivia Newton-John is fine. So those of you who caught that part.
She is, yeah.
Weird
but,
thing last week, though. We had mentioned that Mean Gene Okerlund passed away.
He did, yep.
He was 76.
Right.
And then the same day, last Wednesday,
Super Dave Osborne
was also 76.
Loves
And Captain from Captain Tennille was also 76.
all
Daryl
76
Dragon.
years old.
Well,
like,
when you think
wow.
about it, I think that is the second time that particular trifecta in the world of pop culture has happened. Because back in the 60s, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
And I believe they were all 27.
I think it's 26. But
26
they didn't
or
die on the same
27?
day.
No,
These
that's
guys all
true.
died on the same
Yeah,
day.
that was so bizarre.
It was.
Yeah.
So
Pretty strange threesome too.
I looked to
was
see-
I was a huge fan of Super Dave.
Oh, I
Huge.
loved
And
Super Dave.
the sad thing is, I saw people online going, "Never heard of this guy. Who is he?"
Of Super Dave Osborne?
Yeah, I'm like, how did you not? You need to
Do you
go
ever
on
watch
YouTube
Curb
and
Your
just type in
Enthusiasm?
Super
on
Dave.
I did
HBO.
not. I did not.
I need to loan you our DVDs.
He's a
you
funny guy.
would love this show. And Super Dave was actually on it as a different character, but he
Okay,
was
was
on
as-
both.
He
as
was
Super
himself,
Dave.
Bob. Yeah.
Just
No, he
his-
was actually not himself. He was,
No, he was a different
somebody
guy.
else. What was the guy's name?
Great show.
Anyway,
It's called acting.
Acting.
is that how that works? Funkhauser. He was Larry
Yeah.
Funkhauser. All right.
Great
Well,
show.
this has been entertainment news.
And I'm glad Olivia's okay because Olivia, no kid, I crushed on you hard.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get the restraining order for Dan.
Not another one. I could start a library.
And we've got Tuesdays with Charlie coming your way. Thanks for listening to Sunny 93.3.
You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris
By the way, why are we wearing bras on our heads?
on Sunny 93.3.